There are moments in history that happen right in front of you, and you never knew. The public was never supposed to know, because the line between safety and catastrophe was this thin, and nobody in power was ever going to admit that. This is one of those moments. The year 2025, somewhere in the American Midwest, inside a building so ordinary, nobody would ever look twice at it. A group of federal investigators sat in complete silence, staring at screens, showing them something that should have been impossible. An enemy thousands of miles away had reached inside the United States and taken control of something every single American depends on to survive. Not the power grid, not the financial system. Water. To understand how this happened, you need to understand what Iran had become. By 2024, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Cyber Division was not a group of rogue hackers, not basement servers, not amateurs. These were state-funded, military-trained, government-backed, digital warfare specialists with one obsession: find the soft underbelly of America. And they found it. Not inside a military base, not inside a government building. Inside something nobody was watching. The aging, underfunded, forgotten network of water treatment facilities running across the entire United States. Thousands of them, decades old, still connected to the public internet, with default passwords that had never, not once, been changed. The breach was surgical. It did not announce itself. No alarms, no visible damage, no warning. It crept in through a vendor access portal, a third-party contractor, legitimate credentials, not enough security. And once it was inside, it moved carefully, methodically, like something that had been rehearsing for years. Because it had. Investigators would later confirm the initial access had happened months before anyone noticed. Months. Unknown operators tied directly to IRGC infrastructure had been sitting quietly inside the control systems of an American water treatment facility, watching, mapping, waiting, and then what happened next shocked everyone. Tuesday morning, spring of 2025, they stopped waiting. Facility technicians noticed something wrong almost immediately. Chemical dosing controls behaving erratically. Automated valves responding to commands nobody on site had issued. Remote override attempts from the control room failing. For approximately 40 minutes, operators lost meaningful control of key treatment processes. 40 minutes. That does not sound like a long time, but in water treatment, 40 minutes of unauthorized manipulation is enough. Enough to cause serious harm to an entire civilian population. If nobody catches it in time, the technicians caught it. They moved fast. A manual override was executed. The situation was contained. And then, something else happened. Something that would define this story just as much as the attack itself. The phones started ringing, every single one of them. And the message coming down from federal authorities was perfectly clear. Do not talk about this. Within hours, the FBI Cyber Division and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency had deployed teams to the facility. The investigation was real, it was urgent, and it was classified almost immediately. Federal officials would later confirm privately to congressional staffers. The intrusion was linked to Iranian state actors, high confidence, the technical fingerprints, the command infrastructure, the malware architecture, the access methodology. All of it pointed in exactly the same direction. And yet, When reporters started asking questions, when fragments of the story began to leak, the official response was a careful, practiced denial. No critical infrastructure had been compromised. No public health risk had occurred. The situation was under control. Every single word, technically defensible. None of it, the full truth, the cover-up. And that is